Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Jamie, your crafty DIY guy, and I'm back. I've got 3 new projects for you today that I'm pretty excited to share with you. Before I get into those though, I wanted to tell you that I am so grateful and thankful for the way that the channel is growing. If you are one of my OG subscribers, one of my long-termers, one of my old-time friends, one of my folks that have been with me since I had 1 subscriber, thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate you guys being here. If you are one of my newer subscribers, welcome to the channel. I hope that you are enjoying it. If you are finding this channel from a YouTube recommendation, just go ahead and subscribe because you know you're going to like it. All right, guys, listen, before I get into the actual projects today, I did want to share with you one new product that I found, and it's from a company called Housebright, and it's this little gadget here. Now, if you like listening to music when you are working or creating or cleaning or whatever you're doing around the house, you might want to look into getting one of those because it's actually pretty cool. All right, check it out, and then we'll get into the projects. What I love about this Echo Dot holder by Housebright is that it's stylish and functional without interfering with the device's microphone or speaker system. If you don't own a 2nd or 3rd generation Amazon Echo, don't worry about it because it will also work perfectly with your Google Home Mini device. As you can see, it's the perfect size for my home office, but it could easily be used in the kitchen or bedroom. It stands at just 5 inches tall and is just under 8 inches long. To set up your device, all you have to do is take your Amazon Echo, put it in the smaller tray that's provided, line your power outlets up on the back, simply feed your power cord through the hole, and plug it directly into your device. How simple and easy is that? Also, what's really cool about this is that the succulent and the pebbles shown in the previous video are included with it. But as you can see, you can use it for office supplies. You could use it for candy dish. You could use it for jewelry or coins. It's really up to you. All right, everyone, for our first project, we're going to take a Dollar Tree wood plank as well as a plastic horse, which I picked up in the toy department at my local Dollar Tree store. And you're going to simply just glue this horse directly to the board. It's really that easy. So what I'm doing is I'm taking some hot glue here. I'm going to put it on the hoofs. I think that's what the horse's feet are called. And I'm going to put a fairly decent amount, but not too much because I don't want the glue to show. I'm going to get rid of those pesky glue strings, and then I'm going to glue the horse directly down to the board. After everything is dried, it will look like this. And then we're going to take it outside and we're going to spray paint it. I'm spray painting it with an antique gold spray paint from Rust-Oleum. I did 3 really light coats on this just to make sure that I had a nice, clean, even coverage on everything. And then after it dried, I took it inside, and this is what it looks like on my bar. Again, I love this. I think it's just super classic looking, very elegant. To me, it looks like it's a metal sculpture. It could really go anywhere. I think this could even be really cool as bookends, possibly, depending on what kind of weight you used on the wood plank. But again, very, very cool and super versatile, in my opinion anyway. For our next project, you're going to take one of these plastic trays from Dollar Tree. You can find this in the garden section. And then you're also going to grab the brand new Nautical Rope that Dollar Tree has out that is in this cream color. There are several different sizes out there. Be cautious when you're picking yours up. I grabbed the 11-foot batch versus the smaller ones. So I grabbed 3 of those. I'm definitely not going to need all 3 of those, but I just wanted you to be able to see. So go ahead and trim off the end of your rope just to get rid of that piece of tape that's there. You can try and cut that tape off if you want. It was just easier for me to just hack it off. So I took my tray, flipped it upside down, and then literally I'm going to start just gluing my nautical rope all around the bottom of this tray. Now, I'm going to do this in 2 rows, and I'm going to work my way all the way around. And you can see that I'm not putting glue on every single bit, but I am using a decent amount of glue. And the reason why I'm doing this is because this is kind of on the side of this tray. I want this to be as solid as possible. And then when you flip this back over, you'll see that the 2 rows of the nautical rope that you're doing on this kind of flip side is going to be plenty. You're not going to need any other additional nautical rope on there because you will be covering this completely, and nobody will really be able to tell unless they pick it up. And if they pick it up and look at it underneath, then they're butt heads. And when you're done gluing everything, this is what it will look like all the way around. If you need to go in and touch up any little places with some glue, it's pretty easy to do this. This is a cotton rope, so it's not as kind of harsh or stiff, I would say, as the regular nautical rope. And then for this part, I'm going to go ahead and just put some glue on the end here, and then try not to totally burn my hands off. And then I'm just going to start to glue this down, and I'm going to work my way around the top of the tray. Now looks like I'm gluing it directly down on the rope, but I'm actually not. I'm gluing right along that top edge. And yeah, it's going to overlap a little bit onto that rope, and that's totally fine. And then what you're going to do is work your rope all the way around and completely cover the entire base of your tray. And as you can see, you're going to keep wrapping and wrapping and wrapping all of that nautical rope all the way around until you've completely covered the base of your tray. Some of the grooves and some of the dips that are in the tray itself that kind of are designed really to kind of take the water away from your plants and your pots, you may have to add a little bit of extra glue in those holes just to make sure that your rope is held down really nicely. But again, you'll just work your way all the way around until you've got this tray completely covered. Then to create some handles on my tray, I took a piece of nautical rope and just cut it in half. I made sure that each end was the same length, and then I literally just glued this down on top of the existing nautical rope. I did overlap it just a little bit so it would go onto that clear plastic, and this is what the tray looks like with the handles. Super cute, right? Now, this is what it looks like in the bathroom. You could easily use this for candles and some Dollar Tree succulents or some rocks or all of the above. This is how it's actually going to stay in my bathroom, and I absolutely love this. And for my last project, you are going to need 2 of these Dollar Tree candle holders. These are kind of rounded. They almost look like wine glasses, but they've got that little fluted bottom. And then you're going to take some of these tall, skinny Dollar Tree candlesticks. And I grabbed 2 that were in 2 different heights because I thought that would look really good as 2 candle holders. And then also for this project, you're going to need to grab some of these seashells from Dollar Tree. You can get these in a couple different varieties. I was able to get all 3 varieties here, so I'm going to be using a mix of these. Also, you're going to grab some of these Dollar Tree candles. I love these. They come in a glass candle holder, and then some sand or some pebbles of some kind. Now, I am reusing some old candlesticks from a previous project. So mine were already painted, and they were this great navy. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take some hot glue and just glue down these candle holders because I'm going to be reusing a lot of my projects and trying to extend the life of some of these things. That way I don't constantly have to go out and buy stuff, or so I'm not wasting anything. And so all you're going to do is take your candle holder and literally just glue it right down on top of your candlestick. You can flip it over upside down, kind of like I did, just to make sure that it's straight because it's not going to go perfectly on there. And then if you need to, go through with some hot glue and just add a little bit of extra hot glue around the edge there. That way it will hold really good. And if you do this light enough, you're not even going to see the hot glue. And again, this is pretty easy to do. And then you'll just repeat it with your second candlestick as well. Once everything is dry, go ahead and add your sand or your pebbles to your glasses, kind of like I'm doing here. You can put as much or as little in here as you want to. I kind of want mine to have that beachy feel, so I'm putting a fairly decent amount of these pebbles in here. And then also you're going to take your seashells and just put these in the glasses. Now what I'm doing is putting the shells kind of on the outer side of the center, kind of putting them around the edge of the inside of the glass there. And the reason why I'm doing that is because that candle holder is going to just kind of barely fit through there. And you'll see here in just a second that you have to kind of leave that space in order to do that. So take your candle holder, just kind of push it down in the center, and once you've kind of got those placed, then you can stick some of the shells in between, but you can see it's a little challenging to do that. So that's why I recommend doing it the other way. It's certainly not impossible. So again, just decorate it up however you like. All right, you guys, and here is the finished product. I absolutely love these. It gives the bathroom a very cool nautical feel still, but it elevates it. I think it makes it look very high-end, kind of like an expensive beach house versus a, inexpensive beach house. I'm assuming there's an inexpensive beach house out there somewhere, right? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, share my channel with your friends, and thank you all so much once again. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.